2K?
If you're going for the 2K League, you need to be really out there in the community, Twitter and everything.
And shooting. And now.
A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, Marc Gasol is out there with Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Goes up from the top of the key. And it's Schroeder missing. Holiday against Caldwell Pope. And Drew Holiday, the bucket on the assist by Middleton. Holiday's got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. 4-point game. Pass to Gasol. Shoots a fader. The tray doesn't go that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And a lot of that was game plan, putting guys in a position to succeed, particularly on the offensive end.
They understood what the defense was trying to take away and game planned a great strategy to take advantage of it.
Here's Kuzma after Drew Holiday scored. Clock at 6. Morris passes to Caldwell Pope. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo. Well, as we enter the back half of the season, some players are worn down. But, Greg, are there certain players who really dial in at this point, who find traction with their game?
No doubt about it, Kevin. Especially for the veterans who understand it's a marathon and not a sprint. You really are trying to build up towards this portion and then take your game and your mindset to another level. So this is a time for those guys when they just start to hit their stride.
Here's Holiday following the basket by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Holiday against Schroeder. From 6 away, Lopez, no luck.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
And the wide open shot from Morris. And Gasol able to finish.
You know, he's smart. He's steady. Marc Gasol, he just knows where to position himself to make that play.
The wide open look here for Holiday. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Holiday's got 8.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
Schroeder looking over the floor. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Holiday. And Dennis Schroeder gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis has checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Here is Forbes. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio. Here's Connaughton. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Lakers trail by 6. Here's Caruso. who's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Harrell kicks to Caruso. It's rebounded by Portis. The Bucks have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. And the Lakers making a change here. Matthews is checked in. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Now, here is Morris. Guarded by Tucker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Morris.
You want unselfishness, but you also need to keep it under control.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Morris. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Portis. Back to Forbes. The pass to Connaughton. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And here is Los Angeles now. Lakers trail by 7. Here's Horton Tucker. 17 points for him last game against Phoenix.
And it wasn't just the points. He brought hustle. He brought energy. And he brought it on the glass.
Puts it up there for Harrell. And so the first quarter is in the books. Milwaukee on top, up by 7. We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
That's their mindset. Attack, attack, and attack some more. You're not going to beat them playing soft.
Morris is out there with Montrezl Harrell. Then it's Matthews, and it's Horton Tucker in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Portis kicks to Forbes. Middleton outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Tries it again. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We look at the Bucks. Right now they've compiled the 3rd best record in the conference.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
We figured that by this point in the season, they would have separated themselves from the pack. They've done that and more.
And that one's good, Caruso.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Pass to Connaughton. Here is Forbes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. Here's Harrell. That one misses. Great D that time from Portis.
And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive end as well. Come on, that's your bread and butter. You can't miss that.
Here's Connaughton. Got a piece of it. Now here's Harrell. 23 points for him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix. 7-foot shot. Horton Tucker, that's good. Horton Tucker's got his first points in this one. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks, leading by 5. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for him.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Passes it to Horton Tucker. Pass to Caruso. He dishes it to Harrell. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Holiday surveying the floor. Portis trying to free himself. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 10 points.
Playing at his tempo, his pace. He's been dialed in all night.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Harrell. Out to Morris. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Tucker. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Great look by Portis. For a young player, he really understands what they're trying to do.
Here's Caruso. Inside. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. The Bucks also changing it up. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, easy call.
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. And the layup falls. Giannis has got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Stolen by Middleton.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
But you know, this is where your patience is tested. If you shoot too quickly, you give your opponent a chance to close out the quarter.
Here's DiVincenzo. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Drew Holiday was red hot to start the first. He had 10 points and 1 rebound. That
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. Giannis outside. Kicks it down to Middleton. There's the 3. A rebound by the Lakers. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Marcus Gasol picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league. How do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Schroeder passes to Kuzma. Holiday against Schroeder. Lots of room. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Very smooth with the jumper. Schroeder never looks in a hurry out there.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. The pass to Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Holiday. 5 to shoot. Rejected by Gasol.
The former Defensive Player of the Year, Gasol, showing his stuff.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. No good from Gasol. Bucks leading by 10. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. It's his first trip to the line.
And you know, Dennis Schroeder, from the moment he came into the league, showed tremendous confidence. He's never been the type to back down.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Harrell comes in for Marc Gasol. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Markieff Morris. The Bucks also with the sub. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. DiVincenzo got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And stolen by DiVincenzo. A flawless finish on the alley-oop. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 13 now for the Bucks.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Caldwell Pope for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Lopez has got 5 rebounds tonight. And for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's best when he lets the game come to him, when he's not forcing shots, not making things tough on himself, not making tough passes. You know, Smitty, a simple approach does wonders for him.
Kevin, you applaud the maturity of KCP to realize that he knew he needed to change his game to improve. Focusing on making the easy play has made him a very valuable member of this team.
Here we go, one-on-one. There's the lob, Antetokounmpo. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Harrell slams it in.
If you start the alley-oop, Harrell can usually finish it. He's an explosive big man with good hands.
DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. Now DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Pat Connaughton. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. And that one's good, Caruso.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Giannis outside. Holiday against Caldwell Pope. Holiday dishes to Tucker. The Bucks working the ball around. Shot clock at 6. Here's DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 15.
must put a body on Portis. He loves to crash the offensive glass.
Here's Horton Tucker. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Whatever the offense requires, that has to be your mindset. Always thinking team first.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Marc Gasol. Harrell is out there with Matthews. And it's Caruso in at the 1. That's the Laker 5.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's Harrell. The second chance effort. And the layup is good.
And the D getting out work there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Kick out to Giannis. Back to Holiday. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
Gasol passes to Matthews. Over to the left wing. Over in the corner, Gasol. Poked away and stolen by Portis. Holiday inside the line. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Loads it up there for Harrell. Passes to Horton Tucker. Back to Matthews. And it's off from three-point range. Bucks leading by 17. DiVincenzo finds Portis. Off target from outside.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Giannis outside. Pass to Tucker. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Tipped away. Stolen by Tucker. Matthews against DiVincenzo. And Portis throws it down.
This is what they want to see. Portis finishing strong inside, making his presence felt.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different setups.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to Vancouver.
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, right here.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Middleton on the wing. 6 to shoot. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Lakers the other way.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bucks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis.
Shouldering the load for them all night offensively. He came in focused, ready to go, and he delivered.
Middleton on the wing, puts up a 3. It's rebounded by Schroeder. And it's Schroeder with the ball. He brings it up for the Lakers. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. And here is Antetokounmpo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Right side, Holiday. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Kicks it out to Schroeder. And there's the feed to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
It's stolen by Schroeder. Powered down with both hands.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
And since then, she's been blazing trails and inspiring young women.
And as a part of our ongoing series on social justice and in honor of Women's History Month, she is back this week with part 2 of Respect Your OGs, this time tributing WNBA legend Lisa Leslie.
There below. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for DeAndre Jordan.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebound.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. And for Brooklyn, Green is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. On the wing, Holiday. And Jordan sends it back. In transition, here come the Nets. Green with the ball. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Kicks it down to Middleton. You know, at this point of the year, what's the main thing Brent, a head coach, has to do to keep his team focused for the second half of the season?
I think at this point, the foundation that you've laid should be there. So now what you try to do is schematically, maybe you go through some different defensive coverages. You try some different combinations of players to make sure that guys can make that adaptability quick enough that if that becomes part of a playoff scheme, you're ready for it. You can't just throw up stuff like that with DeAndre Jordan lurking around.
Harris kicks to Green. Out to Harris. The Bucks have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. Holiday. Kick out to Giannis. Passes it to Middleton. To the inside. And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Giannis passes to Lopez.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
And last season, Giannis Antetokounmpo welcoming his...
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena. I think Giannis loves that kind of stuff right there. His dunks sometimes get vicious.
Harden with the stuff.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality. Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top. And the jam by Harden.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Holiday with the 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, in that game, the offense was firing on all cylinders, partly because the other team's defense was a no-show.
Yeah, with the defense struggling like that, I think they just stayed with a healthy, consistent pace to get that win.
Here's Harris. Kicks it out to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Green against Antetokounmpo. 4 on the clock. Harden way outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Lopez inside. Harris is there. And that one's good by Lopez.
Good size and the ability to carve out space. Lopez battling on the rebound.
Harden with it. Last game, 26 points. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. The Nets shooting their first free throw of the night here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Well, Griffin always plays hard in the paint. He knows he's going to have to stay gritty.
The Nets have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. Good on the second free throw. Bucks trail by 7. Holiday left side. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, feel for him right now, guys. He's much better than this 1-for-4 start. He just needs to relax a little bit out there and let that game come around to him.
There's the lob to Portis. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets with 4 seconds on the clock, and Griffin puts it in.
Well, Griffin good at timing when it is that he leaks out. A huge target on the fast break.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Nets out in front, up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. Naturally a ball-dominant player.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
Brown out there with Tyler Johnson. Then there's Griffin, and it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Griffin kicks to Luwawu-Cabarrot. Off target from 3-point range. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That is his first foul of the game. Bucks trail by 3. Holiday looking for an opening. Pass to Forbes. To the paint. Tucker dishes to Forbes. No good that time, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Back to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Irving's checked in for the Nets. James Harden comes in for Johnson. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Chris Middleton comes in for Drew Holiday. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with Hakeem. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. To do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
This is what makes Giannis such an elite player, his ability to score in those difficult situations down low with lots of bodies around.
Goes up to the stripe. And he overshot that one, missing.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
The versatility Middleton offers up is exceptional. A capable defender, a good scorer, an effective shooter. Those are the kind of switchblade players that coaches love.
So for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Green comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Joe Harris is subbed in for Bruce Brown. The Bucks also changing it up. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Here's Irving. Jordan controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Nets lead by 3.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
DiVincenzo with it. Guarded now by Irving. No good from Connaughton. Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board. That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Right side Irving. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I don't know how you match up with Kyrie Irving. So great at turning on the jets and then drawing the contact.
And the Bucks making a change here. Holiday's checked in.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Pass to Lopez. Fires from deep. Green with the rebound.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Harris looking it over. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. And the Nets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Here's on to
Well, sometimes it takes a while for all that length in Giannis to catch up to those feet. But once he does, man, he can explode.
Harden dishes to Green. Back to Harden. The putback, and there's Jordan putting it right back in. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Lopez, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Chioza. From past the arc, knocks down the 3 ball. Chioza's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Antetokounmpo, that's a 2-pointer, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. All right, Dave, thank you, and time now for the halftime break with the third quarter suit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end. And that's a...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5. Rome in the paint. And Harden with the stuff.
You know, and with how deliberate he can be, Harden still can surprise defenders with that burst, that underrated vertical that he possesses.
Harden against Holiday. 2 free throws coming up. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Here's Irving. He's got 6. Yep, it counts.
Nice mid-range J. Automatic, it looks like, for Kyrie Irving right now.
And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. They trail by 6. Trying to get open is Lopez. Here's Antetokounmpo. Up and in on the layup. Giannis has got 10.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Harden's shot is good.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Lets it go with the 3. He's off on that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Holiday with the 3, hits the 3-point bomb. He's got 8.
Now, Drew Holiday can make enough threes to make your defense nervous.
Irving passes to Claxton. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, the screen is the key to that whole sequence right there. No way he's letting anybody power their way through him on that pick.
Johnson, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Outside Irving. And there is a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That's his first foul. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. The kick out to Brown. Back to Johnson. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. Brown, good. And the Nets lead by 7.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
The 3 for DiVincenzo. That shot, no good. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Johnson, the pass to Chiozza. Inside, Griffin. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
DiVincenzo against Johnson. Johnson over to help. DiVincenzo kicks to Connaughton. A 3-pointer, no good. Nets leading by 9. Brown with it, picked up by Portis. Here's Johnson, the pass to Chiozza. Pass break, Milwaukee. There's the lob. Portis takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Puts one up from 19. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Griffin's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Passes it to Tucker. There's 49 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Chiozza. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And it's an 11-point Nets lead.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, the big man not going to slow him down from getting that deuce.
DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his second bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Here's Chiozza. Defended by Portis. Gets a hand on it. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter. Tucker finds Portis. Now here's Tucker. No points in the game yet for him. Nice shot by Portis.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. We've got Jordan. Luwawu is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden, and it's Brown in at the shooting guard.
Lightning.
That was incredible.
Most players would give anything for that kind of vertical.
But he's not giving it away. He wants to keep it all for himself.
Maybe we should call them.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Unreal.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
And here is DiVincenzo. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. And that'll be his third foul so far. Brooklyn making some changes. Harris is checked in for Luwawu Cabarrot. And Irving subbed in for Brown. In transition, here come the Nets. Harris has got the ball. Right at the free throw line. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Harden against DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
Harden outside. Griffin. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 11.
Yeah, offensive rebounds are about effort, and Blake Griffin showing it there.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started.
Middleton getting up there allows him, with that height, to get up and jam it down.
Brooklyn's gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Harden outside. Kicks to Griffin. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Harden dishes to Irving. And Harden wide open. He shoots. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
From deep. They get it back. Portis. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses the wing chair.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
Irving passes to Harris. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Brooklyn.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Blake Griffin.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
Clock at 4. Here's Irving. And that one is off. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
You want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
Johnson outside. Irving finds Jordan. Back to Irving. from deep three-point range, off target. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Ivica Zubac. And there's Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break, Middleton with the ball. Uses both hands to slam it down.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Here's George. Here's Zubac on the wing, Batum. The Clippers keep it alive. Zubac finds Batum. With the tip, great positioning on the putback.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
Chalk that up. Lopez won't miss many of those.
Outside, George. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Jackson against Holiday, and he banks in the layup. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Bucks.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Boy, he was something else against San Antonio. The shot by Holiday, no good. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And George kicks to Leonard. Greg, how hard is it to maintain focus this time of year when you know you're on a championship contending team?
You know, some of that I think depends on the leadership you have in your locker room. Certain guys just keep everybody engaged and motivated. And you know what? You've got to break the season down into chapters to help yourself with the motivation, because sometimes that season can be so long and it's hard to stay focused in the present when you start thinking about the postseason.
I agree. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Like that creativity down in the paint. Antetokounmpo showing you how crafty he can be scoring from there.
And George, here we go. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The Clippers shooting their first free throws here for the night. Free throw good. Paul George.
And if you want to talk about the best two-way players in the NBA, George's name would be high on the list for sure. I mean, that's the kind of presence he has at both ends of the court.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Patterson against Portis. Pass to George. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, excellent determination there from George. This wasn't going to be denied. Fighting off the physical contact and nailing the shot over good defense.
Holiday against Williams. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Morris, and he lays it straight in.
And the powerful frame of Morris, difficult to knock him off his rhythm, and there finishing through the contact.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Holiday. Here's Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's hot. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Holiday. The shot drops. His shooting percentage improves. He's 3 for 7 now with that basket.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Feeds it to Patterson. To the middle. Here's Morris. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Here is Forbes. Kennard covering. Here's Portis. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And here's the fast break. Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, that's some physical defense against Morris, who attacks with one of his many moves. And we'll just see what he does here at the line.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is.
Oh,
he gets out before the horn.
How about that?
How about that shot to beat the clock? That one covered some distance.
The first quarter all wrapped up. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, you know, I agree. No warm-up needed. They came in on fire and have already built a nice lead.
Kennard is out there with Williams. Then it's Marcus Morris. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Mann in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Williams attacking. Got a hand on it. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. And Forbes has it in the corner. And a wide open look for Portis. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Boy, nice job that time, guys, from Forbes, spotting the wide open man and dropping the dime.
Bounce pass from Williams. Portis against Patterson. Back to Williams. Another miss by Williams.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Connaughton. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. The Clippers take possession. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Pat Connaughton. Jackson has the open look. No good with the triple. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Lopez passes to Middleton. The offensive rebound. And that one's good by Lopez. And now it's an 8-point Milwaukee lead.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
It's Jackson with the drive. Forbes with the rebound.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Giannis throws it down.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the Clippers making a change here. George is checked in. The Bucks also with the sub. Drew Holiday is checked in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. And it's sent back by Lopez.
You could see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Here's DiVincenzo. And that one goes long. Clippers trail by 10. Leonard with no one around. Los Angeles with another miss. And it's Milwaukee's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Well, you really have to like how George uses his body effectively down low there. I mean, the defense pretty much has no choice but to foul him in that situation.
And George drops them both. Bucks leading by 8. Now Holiday. Boy, that win the other night against the Spurs, another guy who really showed up to play. Outside, George. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Jackson passes to Zubac. Not happening with that shot. He's put up 5 and made 2. Teardrop shot. That's good from Holiday on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Holiday's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee. Jackson with it. He's still scoreless so far in this one. This is to Leonard. Takes the 13-footer. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
And part of what makes Kawhi such a great player is that jump shot. You can't just worry about him attacking the basket.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And we haven't seen them get to the line as much here in the second quarter. They might be settling a tad too much offensively.
I think you're right. I mean, an up fake here or there, getting the ball inside, that's how you create high percentage offense.
Giannis against Zubac. The wide open look here for Lopez. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 6. All going up court. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's the activity on the offensive glass they like to see out of Kawhi. When he's in full hustle mode, they're a much stronger team.
Plenty of daylight on that shot. And that's 10 points for Drew Holiday. Outside, George. No good on the three. Holiday, no one around him. The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Bucks lead by 6. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the 3. Giannis kicks to Middleton. And Holiday has it in the corner. Lopez right side. Giannis outside. 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Lou Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. George looking around. Rebounded by the Bucks. Giannis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Middleton dishes to Holiday. It's deflected.
A capable defensive player. That wingspan of Batum's really an asset in blocking shots.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Outside Holiday. And the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around him. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Williams. Forbes with the rebound. Bucks leading by 3. Near the three-point line, it's DiVincenzo. Great positioning on the putback. Portis has got 7 points in the game.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it?
Definitely. You're not going to make plays like that unless you expend the energy.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
DiVincenzo against Kennard. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Williams looking over the floor. Man passes to Patterson. Clippers moving the ball around. Tries from 10. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Here is Forbes. He has 5. Lays it up off the glass. He has 7.
Boy, dictating the action. That's what Forbes does here on the drive. And that's what I tell him to keep doing.
Williams passes to Man. Kicks it to Patterson. And here's Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From outside, off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Forbes can't get it to go.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And it's the Bucks on the break. A shot by Middleton, wide open. Buries the corner 3. Middleton's got his second bucket of the night.
Middleton really is an amazing shooter. Absolutely amazing, especially from long distance.
Williams dishes to Patterson. Milwaukee with the rebound. Now here's Tucker. Taken away by Williams. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. In the corner, Kennard with it. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're leading by 8. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game will kick off a 4-game homestand. DiVincenzo kicks it to Tucker. Clock at 6. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Tucker's got his first bucket of the night.
Tucker doing a nice job getting it done from there.
Williams inside. It's Patterson atop the key. Outside Williams.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had to say to his team in the huddle.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Clippers trail by 10. They've got Ivica Zubac. Batum's out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Paul George, and it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George finds Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And it's George missing. Milwaukee leading by 10. Floats it up for Giannis. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
George passes to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Outside for George. Back to Zubac. He can't get it to go. Good D by Lopez.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Connaughton. Antetokounmpo passes to Lopez. And Holiday kicks to Middleton. To the inside. And the rejection by Zubac. Giannis against George. Fires from 14. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
When PG-13 is feeling it, he can be an absolute monster from mid-range.
Antetokounmpo finds Middleton. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Antetokounmpo's got the lead up to 14 now for Milwaukee. Outside, George. And a miss there on the triple.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Outside, Holiday. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Clippers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. Outside, Jackson. Now, here is George. He's covered closely. The open shot, Holiday. And he can't bank that one in. Clippers trail by 14. And George gets it to go.
Because of the high release and he elevates so well, George can make these shots look elementary, even when they aren't.
Giannis outside. To the paint. Here's Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next shot.
Yeah, I like the variety, though. Nice to switch it up.
Jackson dishes to George. From the arc. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Fires the 3. Good on the three-point shot.
And George is very good in how he leaks out in transition, times it perfectly, and really creates high percentage shots for himself as a result.
Outside, Holiday. Six to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Left side, George. He kicks it to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Outside, George. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Middleton the pass to Connaughton. From outside the arc. No good.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Now, Antetokounmpo. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. They came in here, and David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Dick.
Lisa felt like she was carrying the torch for those predecessors when she played, and she knew how important it was.
Milwaukee was. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K.
Hey, Kevin.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. And now the Lakers starting group. They've got Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Morris. Shot clock at 6. Over Giannis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Buries it from three-point range. And tonight, we'll most likely see some stout defense. Chris, both these teams are terrific at limiting points.
Yeah, Kevin, these teams do all the little things on defense well. Way to helping over and contesting shots. Look, and when someone's open, Lopez will find them, using his height to see over the defense.
Here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 22-point game against Phoenix. To the inside. Lopez with the steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's DiVincenzo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Schroeder passes to Gasol. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Stolen by Holiday. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Lopez finds Holiday. Back to Lopez. Gasol with the steal.
I love when guys are alert and aware on doing a great job to prevent the injury.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Now, here's DiVincenzo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
Shoots the 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Floats it up for Giannis. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And the Lakers have possession. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Lakers. They trail by 1. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
Well, you know, the ball movement was lacking, and you know things got stagnant. That's why their offense looked so off.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Schroeder against Holiday. Schroeder looking around. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. The Bucks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Holiday against Schroeder. Launches it. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist by Holiday. Lopez has got 5.
ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
Holiday against Schroeder. It's Gasol missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Passes it to Giannis. The feed to Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
Surprise everyone by passing out of the shot. What a fantastic dish.
41 seconds left in the first quarter. Schroeder kicks to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Brook Lopez.
Well, you really like seeing Caldwell Pope earn these calls on the shot. I mean, it makes him that much more difficult to guard.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Floats it up there for Harrell. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Holiday left side. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Milwaukee on top, up. Well, Greg, we know he's already a solid scorer, but Kyle Kuzma...
Biggest area of growth would definitely be.
Now having played with superstars, Kuzma is learning what it takes to win.
He's getting only so many shots per game, so I applaud him for finding other ways to contribute to his team with an eye toward the greater goal.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, yeah, this is their preferred pace, and it's gotten them out to an early lead.
They've got Portis. P.J. Tucker is out there with Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with.
And last season, P.J. Tucker signing a 6-figure sneaker deal with Nike, maybe helping to offset how much he spent on shoes over the years.
Yeah, G.A., the most renowned sneakerhead in this league. He owns thousands of pairs, and you'll even see him change sets in the middle of a game.
4 on the shot clock. And stolen by Portis. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Tucker. That shot is off. Great D that time from Harrell. Pass to Morris. Rebound, Milwaukee.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
And Portis throws it down.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Loads it up there for Harrell. Here's a look now what's coming up for the Milwaukee Bucks. On Monday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. And then on Wednesday, they'll host the Boston Celtics.
And looking at the Boston matchup, on paper, you'd expect them to come away with the win, but this might be one of those trap games where they let it get away from them if they aren't focused.
And you risk getting dunked on, posterized. I mean, if you let Portis get good positioning, don't be surprised.
Here's Caruso, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Oh, and he takes it right at the man who just scored on him.
That's the way to answer back with an in-your-face stuff. Back to Holiday. Beyond the arc. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. And following this one, they'll take on the Hornets in New Orleans. That'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip. pass to Matthews. Here's Caruso for three. That shot misses. It's deflected. Here is Forbes. He had 10 points in the win against San Antonio. Holiday. Portis, the second chance points on the tip-in. Portis has got the lead up to 5 now for Milwaukee.
What intensity on the glass from Portis, a junkyard dog. He worked so hard for the second chance opportunities.
Here's Caruso. Harrell trying to free himself up. Caruso, no good. .143 left to play here in the half. The kick out to Matthews. And there's the pass to Caruso. Floats it up there for Harrell. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, just showcasing his agility in these sets. Harrell's IQ and knowing when to slash is impressive.
Tucker finds Holiday. And he makes that one.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Here's Caruso, guarded by Holiday. And stolen by Portis. And it's the Bucks on the break. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Caruso, the pass to Harrell. And stolen by Portis. Here's Forbes. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Lakers trail by 7. And there's another turnover by the Lakers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Forbes. They get it again.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
Hickok, no good.
Even right at the rim. I mean, that's a tough shot for him. The D has him blanketed.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And so, thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They ended the period holding on to a slip. And that...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Middleton. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lopez has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks.
Now you got to respect the effort. When Lopez is determined to rebound the ball, it makes a difference.
Loads it up there for Harrell. Up high to stuff the alley-oop. You know, you grew up with aspirations of someday getting into politics. Any current players who you could see maybe taking that same route?
No doubt. There's several guys in today's game. You know, Harrison Barnes has the polish, and I know he's had some thoughts that maybe going in that direction. Teammates nicknamed Malcolm Brogdon the president for his stately demeanor and commitment to affecting change. I absolutely see him trying to have an impact socially moving forward. There's several guys, again, who not only have the voice, but the courage to speak out about things that matter most to them.
Many sharp guys in the NBA. For three, Caldwell Pope. Giannis grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his fourth rebound in this one. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. The dish to Lopez. And the layup is good. Lopez has got 11 points.
The main area of expertise for Lopez, I mean, he's excellent at finding ways to cash in from there.
Schroeder against Holiday. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Schroeder.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Schroeder against Holiday. Giannis outside. Shoots it. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 4 assists now tonight.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Caldwell Pope passes to Antetokounmpo and stolen by DiVincenzo. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo hammers the alley-oop through.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
Taken away by Holiday. Fast break, Milwaukee. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. Middleton outside. This one for three. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Lakers trail by 14. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Harrell slams it in.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
And see where Kentavious Caldwell-Pope changing his approach before last season. He knew he wouldn't need to take on as much of a scoring responsibility.
Yeah, and what a team player, GA. I mean, KCP rededicated himself to defense. He tries to do more with less touches now. And that's the mindset you need to have playing with stars going for a championship. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Passes to Middleton. Lopez left side. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Down low, here's Schroeder. Banked in off the glass. 6 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Inside, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And the Bucks with some changes. Portis is checked in for Lopez. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Chris Middleton. The Lakers also making some changes. Marc Gasol is checked in for Harrell. Morris comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. And Antetokounmpo inside. Yes, once again, it remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Here's Gasol. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Well, I love the decisiveness from Gasol in that play. It rolls right off the screen with purpose.
And here is DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And so it's Milwaukee going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruised. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Oh, yeah, no need for hero ball there. I mean, you just need to make the right basketball play. Outstanding dish that time.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Chris Middleton. E.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the two-guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's DiVincenzo. Defense is right there. Left side Portis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Now, whether Portis can make the leap is still up in the air. He's young and has the potential to be really good in this league.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And so he makes both from the line. And Caruso's got the ball here for Los Angeles. It's a 10-point game. Morris finds Gasol. Great D that time from Portis.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Middleton. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers trail by 10. And Gasol now top of the key. Pass to Caruso. Back to Gasol. Pass to Caruso. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's tipped.
Gotta have more of this moving forward. Portis has the size needed to turn back shots.
It's tipped. Tucker with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. Fades back. Tucker the pass to Portis. Rejected by Gasol. Morris outside. Offensive rebound. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Middleton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you see Middleton on the perimeter a lot, but he's really been trying to add strength to that 6'8" frame so he can mix it up a little more inside.
Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Pat Connaughton. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Schroeder dishes to Harrell. Back to Schroeder. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee. Lopez has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Can't hit that one. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Fast break, the Lakers. Caldwell Pope kicks to Antetokounmpo. That one good for 2. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to single digits for the Lakers.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Holiday goes in.
And Holiday's nimbleness gets him to the hoop on that one. His athletic ability is off the charts.
Schroeder passes to Kuzma. 1:57 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And Harrell slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Holiday against Schroeder. Now here is Holiday. D right on him. Off with the layup. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Loads it up there for Harrell. Headshot off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
No, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
An intense competitor. It's clear that Holiday enjoys going hard at the defense and finishing on them.
Holiday against Schroeder. There's the lob to the hoop, and Harrell slams it in.
Nice pass. I mean, putting in work on the interior, gotta love it.
Holiday against Schroeder. And 1:01 left in the game. Here's Holiday, and Holiday throws it down.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bucks.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a three-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Drew Holiday.
Every time there was a big possession or a big play, he was a major contributor. Just a great all-around game.
And it's Brook Lopez with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Kaycock's checked in. Alfonso McKinney comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Matthews is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Out to the right wing. There's the triple. Back to Forbes. Over Matthews. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
This week in My Team News, Idols Series 2 packs. Headlined by Dark Matter Kevin Garnett, Galaxy Opal Larry Bird, and Galaxy Opal Paul Pierce, these packs have a little bit of everything. Plus, the final golden...
Downtown Milwaukee is synced. And we've got time.
Kevin, thanks very much.
DA, he is dangerous in both facets. He's hard to stop. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Jordan is out there with Green. Then there's Harris. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Harden in at the 1 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. Greg, we're still involved in the conference system. Does it hold relevance as we're looking here at the standings midseason?
You know, for travel distance, yes, and there's also some tradition at stake. I mean, look, that said, in a perfect world, you'd like to see the best 16 teams make the playoffs each year, but we've had, you know, imbalance in conferences forever, so that's not going to change. But sometimes change is just necessary.
How about quickly for the playoffs? Would you like to reseed and take the top 6 teams, 1 through 16?
I would. I think that'd be a great idea.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. 4-point game. And Harden with the stop.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. They love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Harden against Holiday. In the corner, Middleton with it. Just 5 on the clock. The 11-footer. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Green against Middleton. And Green gets it to go.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Count that bucket.
Boy, not a bad beginning. 3 for 4 from the floor. Pretty good start.
Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Irving looking for an opening. Pass to Harris. 3-pointer. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Harden. A 26-point game for him in the win against Washington.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
Giannis outside. The kick out to Holiday. Now the pass to Lopez. Misses in close.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
The kick out to Irving. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And a new group in for the Nets. Griffin's checked in for Jordan. Nicholas Claxton comes in for Green. Luwawu is checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He just worked San Antonio in that last game.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
That doesn't go in either for Irving. Milwaukee in the lead. To the inside. Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Bucks passing it around. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And with great positional size, Middleton knows how to do damage down low.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Irving double team. Griffin kicks to Irving. Takes a 3. That shot off the mark. So Milwaukee will take it the other way.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now here's Brown. His last outing, he had 8 points. Irving's shot is good.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Holiday against Irving. Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. One-on-one fast break. Luwabu's shot is off. Down low. And it's Lopez. That time on the assist by Holiday.
Well, the balance that Brook Lopez has on these kinds of finishes is really admirable. He doesn't allow the defense to alter his shot.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That shot off. The shot, no good. And that does it for the first quarter. Bucks lead by 6. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Bucks, P.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. And it's Brown missing. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Milwaukee Bucks. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
And in that one, the offensive execution made the difference. They found and exploited the mismatch repeatedly.
Well, it was certainly a game that their analytics people had to love breaking down. I thought they exposed every weakness in the defense.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Bobby Portis. Johnson. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 8. Middleton outside. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And that was a big-time finish. Middleton with the strength now to get hit and still complete the play.
Johnson attacking. Great D that time from Middleton.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Here's Connaughton. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Here's Portis. Lays it up and banks it in. Portis has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Johnson finds Brown. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. While there's a break in the action, here are the real stats, the real scores from the real NBA, revealing the top 3-point shooters. You take a look at Harris, 3rd in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down. And, of course, Bobby Portis.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that 3-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Back to Forbes. Portis trying to free himself. Forbes can't get it to go. Nets trail by 12. Here's Harden, and the jam by Harden.
What a pretty look. DeAndre Jordan, to have that kind of touch on your passing, such a quality piece for a big man.
Here's Connaughton. An 11-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Portis can't get it to go. For Brooklyn, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
And this is what happens when you let Griffin establish position. He will make you pay. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. I'm sure he enjoyed that. He was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Bobby Portis. Here's Irving. Good, and Harris gets the assist. 6 points for Kyrie Irving.
No defense right there for that shot from Irving. Release so quick, especially off the pass.
And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
1:19 left in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Outside Irving. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. Then for the Nets, Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Johnson in for Irving. Now here is Holiday. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against San Antonio. And stolen by Jordan. Harden with it. Now guarded by Antetokounmpo. And Green slams it in.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen. He was averaging over 29 points a game.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Here is Harden. Dishes to Johnson. Harden against DiVincenzo.
I mean, how many spots on the floor is Harden not effective from? I'll tell you, not many.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And Antetokounmpo slams it in. And stolen by DiVincenzo. And that... Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a narrow three-point lead. Kenny, what... Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Green is out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Harden, and it's Irving at the shooting guard position. Here's Giannis, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Giannis inside, working on Green. Lopez finds Antetokounmpo. 6 on the shot clock. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
In attacking with all that length. When Giannis drives, he's either scoring or at least getting the foul.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Now, here is Irving. Chris Middleton unable to get his last shot to go.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Back to DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Harris. And it's Harden with the ball for Brooklyn. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. And Harris gets it to go on the assist by Irving. And that'll tie this game up.
This guy has proven that anywhere on the court, he can be a knockdown shooter. Joe Harris in the mid-range.
Here's Holiday. The kick out to Lopez. Here's the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Harris, good.
Well, Kyrie Irving, if you're open, he will find you. This guy is a scorer, but he understands others have got to come along with him.
In close, and Giannis with a nice bucket inside. Giannis has got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Irving against DiVincenzo. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Harris missing again. For Milwaukee, they've gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of Milwaukee with the break. And to Kumbo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 11. It's good from long range.
And defensively, you got to respect Harden's ability to drive. That just makes him exponentially more difficult to guard out at the line.
Giannis inside. He's against Green. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Right side Irving. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Back to Harris. Here's Jordan. Drops in the layup for 2. And now a 3-point Brooklyn lead.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Holiday inside the line. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got his 6th rebound on the night. Harden the pass to Irving. Lopez against Harden. The kick out to Irving. The 3. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Offensive rebound. Another shot. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
They are just killing him on the interior.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And Green now, top of the key. Pass to Harden.
Well, this is what you call your big man playing big. Terrific work on the glass.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Outside, Green. No good on the last second attempt there. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Nets lead by 1. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. E.J. Tucker is out there with Portis, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Here's Claxton. Pass to Luwawu. Pulls up on the elbow. The putback. It's good on the putback. Claxton's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nets.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Passes it to Forbes. The pass to Tucker to tie it up. Good on the triple. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Brown right side. Kicks it out to Johnson. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Nets lead by 2.
Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch.
vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Johnson goes in. Count it.
Well, Tyler Johnson doing work off the bounce to the cup. Pretty drive.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. DiVincenzo with it. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Brown. Count that one. Brown's got his first points of the night.
You have to have the vision to find the open man. Beautiful pass.
Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Johnson. Yes, that goes in.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Johnson dishes to Brown. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Forbes the pass to Portis. Here's Connaughton. Back to Portis. Shoots from 14. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
And it was timely. I mean, that's a basket they had to have in an absolutely vital possession.
Now here's Griffin. Pass to Llewellyn. And contact up. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Tucker with the ball, picked up by Brown. Here's Connaughton, and the shot is good. And now a 4-point Milwaukee lead.
Well, what a job. Punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
Lopez loves this pressure. He thrives in moments. He shows his greatness. Nice shot.
And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 6. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And this is what great players do. Harden understanding how to deliver in a big moment.
44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Maybe the most highly skilled big man in our league. Giannis is also one of the most frequently fouled bigs in our game.
And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
You've got to run a play that's a quick strike. You've got to immediately foul after that.
On offense here, the Bucks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. On the wing, Giannis. "11 seconds left in the fourth. Back to Holiday from downtown. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
This is the 2KMC, and I put my entire schedule on hold. I need to see your top plays of the week right now. Bring me your best and leave the weak stuff at the door. Last chance to get in on top play of spring. Drop those plays.
Downtown Milwaukee is seen for a moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for him.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
And the Clippers starting five. We've got Reggie Jackson. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's George in the shooting guard. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. 6 to shoot. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles.
And guys, even though he's in a big market,
Kawhi Leonard still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in L.A., but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
That shot wide open. George has got 5 points so far.
The mechanics on Paul George's shot are so good. In the end, the range makes no difference.
On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Jackson. The kick out to Holiday. Shoots over Batum. Back to Holiday. Feeds it to Lopez. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. The shot by Holiday, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here is Holiday. To halt the run. Rebound by the Clippers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, you see how they built out this roster, acquiring role players who can step up when needed.
And a strong bench gives you the flexibility to bring someone in and exploit a certain matchup.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Outside Holiday. Floats it up for Giannis. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. George with the ball. Takes the 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. He's got 10. Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
A shot by George, wide open. George missing again.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Los Angeles, Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Zubac. Marcus Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Here is Forbes. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Here's Portis. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Williams inside. Here's Patterson. The basket is good off the assist from Williams.
A pretty simple solution to ending this run. It would just be getting back and actually playing some defense.
Here's Tucker. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Cutting his teeth in the Spurs system, Forbes has improved at keeping his eyes up and finding the open man.
Pass to Williams. He kicks to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And with great positional size, Milton knows how to do damage down low.
Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen a confident-looking Clippers team out there.
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythms.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Patrick Patterson is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Williams. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Mann in at the 3. Williams scanning the floor. The pass to Patterson. Out to Morris. Rebounded by the Bucks. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
They were able to convert a lot of those offensive rebounds. That's the key, generating points off those extra possessions.
Connaughton passes to Portis, and Portis throws it down.
This is what they want to see. Portis finishing strong inside, making his presence felt.
With some arc, and it's Williams laying it in. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Back to Forbes. Fires from 18. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Now, here's Kennard. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Bucks. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Clippers leading by 10. Morris kicks to Kennard. To the middle. It's tipped. Middleton looking it over. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Williams inside. Makes it off the glass. Williams has got 4 points in the quarter.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Out to Morris. Back to Williams. Pass to Patterson. Great D that time from Portis. Bucks trail by 12. Here's Middleton. Up again. The rebound by Patterson. To the paint. Passes it to Mann. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And how about the setup? Man, Morris keeping his head up. Beautiful assist.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Forbes the pass to Portis. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Bucks shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well. Just about 75% from the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
And really, from second round pick to all-star. Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on him.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Lopez, who's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. George dishes to Leonard. The shot's good on the assist by George.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Leonard finds Zubats. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Bucks trail by 15. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
In the corner, George with it. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They've came in focused, and they've executed.
It's deflected, and Zubac picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Batum with the steal.
And he was camped in just the right spot to swipe that pass away down low.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 50. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is right here. Say hey to the folks, Kenny.
Hey, folks.
Say hey to the folks, Shaq.
Hey, folks.
Hey, let's get this party started. An outstanding first quarter for Paul George. He had 12 points, 3 rebounds. Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just...
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Now here's Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Outside Batum. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
it. You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Jackson finds Leonard. Outside, Batum. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Giannis outside. It's blocked. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Now George. He's got 12. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
A different look for Milwaukee. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Chris Middleton.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Giannis passes to Tucker. Loads it up for Giannis. And so Milwaukee again turning it over.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
And the Bucks making a change here. Portis is checked in. And here is Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. On the wing, Morris. Guarded by Tucker. And Marcus Morris, good for 3. And the Clippers lead by 21.
And the one thing about Moore, he doesn't scare you from beyond the arc, but you still have to account for him.
Here's Holiday. Here's Portis. The kick out to Holiday. And the Bucks miss again. Here's Los Angeles now. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Kennard. Outside Williams. Shoots over Tucker. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. 4 on the clock. Kennard, the pass to Patterson. Can't connect from short range.
Get that weak stuff out of here. That's embarrassing.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Steve, if you were playing in this era, how engaged do you think you'd be on social media?
Yeah, that's a great question, Kevin. I think a lot, because I think right now that's just the way this era communicates. And obviously there's some negatives to social media, but there's a lot of positive from a standpoint of being able to reach your fans, get your message out, especially what we've been going through in this time as far as social injustice. But I also think there's a lot of marketing and branding opportunities through social media.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Ball's knocked loose, and Patterson kicks to Williams. And the layup's good off the glass. Williams has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Holiday attacking. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
The struggle is real. He's been way off with his shot all evening long.
Leonard with no one around. Cans it from downtown. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
A multi-talented scorer with range. You want to get Leonard as many touches as possible.
Here's Holiday. And that one drops for him. Holiday's got his 2nd basket. And here is Los Angeles now. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Antetokounmpo comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. The Clippers also changing it up. Zubac is checked in for Patterson. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Lou Williams. Jackson kicks to Batum. George, that's a 2-pointer. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And so it's Los Angeles. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Clippers. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Batum. Then there's Reggie Jackson. And it's George in at the 2-guard spot. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Kicks it to Batum. For the 3. Outside, George. And the league taking steps to discourage teams, Greg, from tossing away seasons in search of high draft picks. Has enough been done, you think, in that regard?
We'll see. I tell you, the idea of a play-in
That's a
tournament
tough one, isn't it?
for the last few playoff spots, I think that's a good idea, actually. It might keep more teams in the hunt down the stretch. And I think the onus also, if the fans put enough pressure on their teams to try to develop what they have and not always put it on the future, I think that's going to help. But I think you're going to always have a little bit of that moving forward.
And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. George looking around. The three-pointer is right on target. George has got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Clippers. Pass to Holiday. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Clippers leading by 23. Stolen by Holiday. Lets it go from the wing. Here's Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Antetokounmpo, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
Boy, if you're the coach, you hate to see that kind of miscommunication between your guys.
Holiday with it. Leonard picks him up. Middleton for three. Kept alive. Los Angeles has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Holiday against George. Jacks up a three. The rebound by Middleton.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Nice play by Holiday. Terrific speed in the open court. Defending him, you have to change ends quickly.
Now here's Jackson. There's the pass to George. A three ball. And the Clippers miss again. Bucks trail by 21. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Jackson against Holiday. On the wing, George. Fires the three. That doesn't go either for George.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Paul George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Zubac finds Batum. Back to Zubac. He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Middleton outside. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. Now for...